Appellate side, daily list, serial number 1 to 16.
Please, on behalf of the petitioner, item number 14, my lord.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner for item number 12, my lord.
Now that Honorable
Yes, my lord.
Supreme Court is
Yesterday matter was taken up, and the Supreme Court case status shows that next tentative day is 27th September.
So let us
Yes, order is not yet uploaded.
We have filed 3 status report
in Supreme
before the
Court.
Supreme Court.
Very good. Let this matter go out of the list for the time being.
May I just say something, Madam?
Yes, sir.
Mr.
I'm in 1.16 and item number 17. There's one residual.
Item number 15.
Under the petition item.
And 17.
Under item number 15, that is a separate matter, although tagged with these matters.
Yes.
That is relating to displaying the photographs and some comments.
That's right. That matter is not before the Supreme Court, madam. That issue.
That matter is not before the Supreme Court. Your Lordship wanted us to file a report.
Yes. Sir, we wanted the CBI to file a report as to how.
These are the reports.
1 second. We passed an order on 6th of September.
Beat that 6th.
The first order, yes, on 5th September. In fact, there are several prayers in the petition, most of which have been, directions have been issued by the Honorable Supreme Court.
Yes.
One prayer was the petitioner seeks for a direction upon the CBI to investigate into the angle of cyber offences being perpetrated in connection with the unfortunate brutal incident. Along with the writ petition and annexure P1, certain photographs which are said to be messages posted on social media have been annexed, which prima facie shows that the wordings adopted therein is far from being acceptable to any member of the society. Therefore, we direct the 7th respondent, namely Joint Director CBI Kolkata, who is now taken over the investigation of the case, to look into the grievance expressed by the petitioner only with regard to this issue, as all other issues in the writ petition stand satisfied in the light of the orders passed by the Honorable Supreme Court. In this regard, a report was called for. Now the report is being filed today.
In seal cover.
Senior is appearing for which respondents?
But I'm appearing in 17, which is the time.
I appear in 16 and 17 for the respondent, my lord.
But I'm in the same matters. I'm the petitioner in both the matters 16 and 17.
Yeah. And I am the respondent 1 in 16 and 17.
What's happening? That is item 16 WPA 356 of 2024.
Yes.
The first respondent is the state of West Bengal. Second is also the secretary. Third is the commissioner of police. Fourth, the director general. Fifth is the... Madam, you are appearing for which respondent, madam?
I appear in 16, my lord, 16 and 17, where I appear for the respondent number 1, Mr. Goel, my lords, the former commissioner of police.
My lord, in these two matters, I appear for...
WPA number 383 of 2024. That is item 16, my lords.
Okay.
All the prayers in these two petitions, I'm for the petitioners, are all now before the Supreme Court, same
Yes.
one. And that's the aspect of revelation of the identity of the deceased.
Yes.
And there's a clear videotape where the respondent number 1, whom Ms. Guruswamy appears for, has on videos given the name of the deceased person in a press conference.
My lords, as to the question of identity, go ahead. Please go ahead.
I'm sorry, just 2 minutes. I'll take only 2 minutes. So now, prima facie, the offence is disclosed. There are two possible courses of action in my respectful submission, which your lordships can embark upon. The first is, my lord, direct them to register an FIR and monitor it yourselves because it's not before the Supreme Court. Alternatively, your lordships can direct them to register an FIR and, my lord, transfer it to the Supreme Court like your lordships have done in the other matter. It's up to your lordships, but the Supreme Court is at the moment, strictly speaking, only investigating the murder and any financial wrongdoing of that Car Medical College. That's all. The rape, murder, and assault on the deceased and financial irregularities of the college, medical college. This particular aspect is not squarely before the Supreme Court, but even if it is, my lord, I have no petition which says so. There's nothing in any of the orders that
If I may just respond, I'll also only take 2 minutes, my lords. One, the issue of questions pertaining to the identity, the revelation by functionaries and media is actually expressly before the Supreme Court. Even yesterday's order, and I am part of the matter of the Supreme Court as well, specifically yesterday's order is very categorical that multiple entities, including Wikipedia, should not reveal the identity. So these questions of identity is actually squarely before the Supreme Court. The last 2 orders of the Supreme Court deal with it categorically. I will have assisting counsel in your lordship what they can physically hand over a copy of the Supreme Court's order. Yesterday's order, specifically the Supreme Court asked Wikipedia to take the identity down. These petitions, if I may finish, Mr. Jethmalani. Now, to use these petitions to further pursue a matter that is already before the Supreme Court and against an officer who's already been transferred is a bit unfair, my lord.
All right. Have you finished, Ms. Guruswamy? Yeah. Just a quick rejoinder. Before the Supreme Court, the issue is of all platforms which have revealed the identity to take it down. It's a civil injunction of sorts. It's nothing to do with the prosecution of this gentleman. And the fact that this gentleman has now been transferred, in fact, he's been promoted to a superior position, surprisingly, but that's not material here. The fact that this matter, the gentleman is out of the position of Commissioner of Police, does not make a difference. The Supreme Court is not seized of the issue of the prosecution, which should have been undertaken a long time ago in view of the clear affirmation by him in a public press conference, which is all over the media, that
sorry for interruption, Mr. Jethmalani.
Yes.
For the last 2 hearings,
Yes.
We have not passed any orders except for this.
Yes.
This video footage,
Yes.
from WhatsApp messages.
Yes.
And there was a wrong reporting by a TV news channel about what the argument was placed by the learned additional Solicitor General.
Yes.
We clarified that and we have not done anything.
Yes.
Because the due deference to the orders passed by the Honorable Supreme Court, we
Yes.
thought judicial propriety demands that we defer hearing. So
Yes.
our request to all of you is,
Yes.
because the Honorable Supreme Court is hearing the matter on a day-to-day basis or in short dates,
Yes.
and most of the learned advocates from the Calcutta Bar, they are also assisting the senior advocates there in the Honorable Supreme Court.
Yes.
We will adjourn this matter.
Yes.
Keep the issue alive.
All right.
Issue alive.
But we'll get a clarification from the Supreme Court on the next hearing whether this issue of the revelation of the identity is before it, the prosecution, but not the injunction, but the prosecution of the gentleman who's revealed it, namely respondent number 1. We'll get a clarification, and if it says you move the High Court on that, that's not before us. Then we will come to the High Court after Monday's hearing. I think the next hearing is on the 23rd.
Yes.
Is that fair, Ms. Guruswamy?
Yes.
My lords, we can also have a conversation on what is actually punishable. What is punishable under the new BNSS is only publication, my lords, by the publications. But that's a different conversation.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't take my lord's time.
You're taking a very narrow view. By that view, every police officer who's investigating a case can reveal the identity.
I'm a very disciplined lawyer, Mr. Jethmalani. I stick to the law.
Yeah, no, but your construction is wrong with respect to you.
But it's been a great pleasure to appear before the Chief Justice here, my lords.
Yes.
And thank you for your time, my lords.
I echo
I appear for the victim family in item 1. There's only a clarification I'm seeking. So my lords are taking it out of the list and the matter.
Yes. That's how normally in Calcutta High Court is
Please, my
done.
lord.
Let it go out of the list for the time being with liberty to mention.
With liberty to mention. Please, my lords. Very great.
That's the type of orders I've been following for the past 3
Not only
years.
I think that is what I was seeking today. my
Not
lord.
only that, my lord, yesterday, my lord, before the Supreme Court, that one of the submission is that, my lord, regarding High Court proceedings, my lord, but Supreme Court says no. The High Court deal it in their own way. my lord. That's the Supreme Court of observation, my lord.
Take upon
Yes, my lord.
this responsibility.
Yes, my
So
lord.
judicial propriety demands
Yes.
on our part.
Very grateful, my lord.
If there is any intermingling, if that is not so,
Madam, actually, we were seeing the order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court yesterday.
not yet uploaded.
Not yet uploaded.
It's not yet uploaded, my lords.
But from the newspaper reporting, it said there is also some direction to
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Regarding, because I was present there, my lord, I
Wikipedia says
Because the name
of the name of the victim, my lord.
regarding
Actually, we
Wikipedia
had all
revelation
got
of
that
name,
to
there
the
is two
notice
types
of the Supreme Court, the Solicitor General. We had all collectively bought it, and we have other parties have asked Wikipedia to take that name down. They had refused, so we brought it to the attention of the court, and the court has orally directed that order. The order will be uploaded today, I'm sure, my lords. We'll bring that to my lord's notice also. I'll make sure that
whenever it's uploaded, we
Yes, my lords. I'm so grateful.
Yes,
So,
yes.
item number 15 is concerned, my lord.
Yes,
My lord, it's different.
No, what we'll do is we'll receive the report
My lord.
of the CBI.
My lord.
We will not open the report today.
Lord, sir.
On the next hearing date, we will open the report.
My lord, I'll just humbly pray for one humble need, my lord. Some other materials have also been collected by her own endeavor. The petitioner has collected some materials, which are
Use the mic, no? So that
such perfect.
no, use the mic
My lord.
so that they will also be able to hear.
My lord, the petitioner by herself, by her own endeavor, has collected some more materials which are even more perfidious and, so to say, condescending to the departed soul, my lord. And these materials need to be brought to the lordship
You
notice.
have a supplementary affidavit.
I'll just file a supplementary.
And also, my lord, it's to communicate with the CBI for further report.
My lord, I will.
That is, you are appearing in WPAP 356. So in terms of the directions issued, no, what we do is first paragraph. We have heard the Leonard Senior, so on, so all the appearances you please know. The Honorable Supreme Court, in a suo moto matter, is examining the various issues concerning the incident which occurred in the RG Kaur Hospital. Taking note of the fact that the matter was pending before the Honorable Supreme Court, on two earlier occasions, we had adjourned these batch of cases. The Honorable Supreme Court has heard the matter on 17/9/2024, and the matter has been posted on 27th September 2024. In the light of the same, these matters shall go for the time being. In the light of the same, for the time being, these matters may go out of the list with liberty to mention. Full stop. In terms of the directions issued in WPAP 356 of 2024, dated 5/9/2024, the Joint Director from CBI Kolkata has filed a report in a sealed cover, which we have received as presented by the learned Additional Solicitor General. The report be retained in the sealed cover, and the same is not opened today, and it will be opened on the next date, subject to further orders. As observed earlier, let all these writ petitions, for the time being, go out of the list with the liberty to mention. Yes,
If you oblige.
My lord, I am item number 11, my lord.
yes, Dr. Saha, what do you want?
Yes, I want that this my PIL is not really linked with any of the other. So it may be out of the list and heard separately because it is purely on patient suffering and government's failure to the mandated responsibility.
No, Dr. Saha.
Different, my lord, can be out of the list and heard separately, my lord. That's
No, we will definitely hear you. We will definitely hear you separately, no issues. But the Honorable Supreme Court is also dealing with the issues with regard to the doctors to report back to duty. So therefore, it won't be appropriate on our part to issue any directions. But on the next date, whenever a time comes, we will hear you separately. Definitely, we will hear you separately.
Just one more. My matter, serial number 17, may be tagged with the others. Also,
Yes, sir.
going out of the list, let it be tagged with the others.
Yes, sir. Up to that is 1 to 70.
1 to 7.
My lords, just one correction if I may suggest. My lords have said that the matter is posted for 27th, but that is a computer generated likely date because the order is not uploaded. So my lords,
Matter is likely to
Tentatively, it's posted. Guess let us
be heard by the Honorable Supreme Court on 27th September.
very grateful, my lords.
We are informed. To have that.
Very grateful, my lords.
Incorporate. All the up to item 17, you include all the numbers. Yes. Thank you, sir.
That's for my understanding. 1 to 17, all are adjourned and with liberty. Great,
Yes, one more word. You are the learned advocate appearing for the petitioner in WPAP 356 of 2024 submits that the petitioner has collated some additional information which the learned advocate seeks to bring which the petitioner seeks to bring on record. Liberty is granted to the petitioner to file a supplementary affidavit and advanced copies of which shall be served on all the learned advocates for the parties.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Grateful.
Next.
Serial number 18.
And for the appellant petitioner, this is that matter, my lords, what I